That's what I said. That I've heard. I mean, monodrama. I mean, if you look at it, if you're good at Latin, I guess mono means one. Yes. So I guess it's one actor. Yeah.
All right. So we have Dr. Awaritoma, Agoma, state producer, director, to tell us more about that and give us an insight on what this is about. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. I want to thank you again. Indeed, it's a privilege to always be here, and I want to thank AIT for the support. Monodrama. Well, let's just go to, we call it a solo fiesta.
Okay.
A party of solo plays. Monodrama is a one-man act, like solo performance. When I was in the field, before I went back to the academia to become a lecturer, I was a stand-up comedian myself, and I started Abuja Body of Comedians as the first founding president of Abuja Body of Comedians. I worked really very closely with Ali Baba. We completed our studies together from Agoma. And so there, my relationship with the one-man performer started. Along the line, I knew that I didn't truly know what this particular genre of the theater is about. So when I went into the academy, I made it my mainstay.
Okay.
My master's thesis was on stand-up comedy. So the first book on stand-up comedy in Nigeria is my book. It was on Ali Baba. And so from there, I decided to progress. During my PhD, I found the discrimination against stand-up comedians was too palpable. I just told myself, it is too much. They were truly marginalized, and they were not given their place in history as thespians, so to say. So I wanted to find out why. So I decided to make my PhD study a comparison or a juxtaposition of stand-up comedy and the solo actor, which was given a lot of credit in the books, unlike the stand-up comedians. So my PhD thesis was on monodrama, or stand-up comedy, or solo acting, as the case may be, or monologue. They are all the same thing, just nomenclature. So it's one-man actor, one-person performance. A solo actor or monodramatist is one person doing anything on stage for the audience. But if we narrow a monodramatist, he will be truly focused on drama, as it were. I think his mainstay is drama, acting. Whereas the stand-up comedian, his mainstay is laughter. The spoken word artist, his mainstay is words. He plays with, is a wordsmith, somebody who truly wants to just thrill your ears with sounding,
high-sounding words
that you just don't. They call them orators, poets. You know, poetry, oratory, they are good at that. So when you go to watch or listen to a spoken word artist, you're looking out for words, oratory, orature, so to say. And then, but if you go to listen to a stand-up comedian, you just want to laugh from beginning to the end. That is his mainstay. But the monodramatist, the solo actor, his mainstay is to act. I say it's acting taken further in one of my books that I wrote and in paper.
I said you likened it to add maths in the mathematical.
That is the idea. Yes, that was my own thought.
That, yes.
It's like, when we were young, they say mathematics. We never survive ordinary mathematics. They can't bring add maths. We call it hard maths, not add maths at that time. So to me, it just crossed my mind. It's a space where angels fear to tread. As an actor, if you come out to do a monologue, you are truly one actor for life.
So I want to come in.
It's not what anybody could do. Yes.
It's a bit puzzling because then you must have a high level of thought coordination to be able to be one person acting out 12 characters.
Yes.
How do they do that, and to what kind of
stay sane?
Do you
That's why I say it's a very difficult terrain. Yeah. Not anybody. I'll give you an instance. When I was trying to source for the actors for the two plays that we're doing here in Abuja, I want to tell you that Tunji Shotimiri is coming from Lagos.
Oh, fantastic.
He's the first man and the best man to perform solo acting in Nigeria. The best is the example to me. He was part of my study, my case study, when I was doing my PhD, Tunji Shotimiri. And he's still acting. Tunji is about 65 years old. If you see that man on stage, in fact, it's what they say, mouth opening. You look at him and you'll be wondering, what is this man doing at his age? Because it is something that comes out of passion. Now, follow come. You know what they call follow come.
From the deep.
If you don't have this follow come spirit with solo acting, you can't do it. People who venture into solo acting or monodrama are people who are gifted from inception. They come with it from their mother's womb. You cannot dare it if you are not gifted.
Are you guys many?
It's a very, very small group right now. That's why
I'm not seeing too many people.
A lot of people. Yes, that's why you don't see solo actors all around. You can see stand-up comedians very. Again,
can it be encouraged? I mean, can you?
Yes, that's why we're here.
All right.
That's why we're here.
Because you're saying something about it being inbuilt. And I'm just wondering how you can. Well, I guess what you're planning is to tap into those who have that innate ability to do it.
You see, really. I'll tell you this. I've been a lecturer for about 10 years now at the University of Abuja. Until I got there, they were not teaching solo performance in that department. You know, it wasn't that they didn't want to, but because of this kind of no, theater is theater.
Yes.
No, but a true actor, anybody that reads theater arts and goes back into a bank. I saw a friend of mine that read theater, and I saw him behind counter counting money, and he was like the best in my class at that time. I was wondering why. If you have this follow-come spirit of a thespian or a theater artist, you cannot leave theater and go into the bank and be counting people's money. That's not your own. That's what I'm trying to say. With monodrama, it is that talent that I think Mensal Otta, because he says talent is a raw gift, but skill is a prepared weapon. So you now prepare that particular gift. You hone it, you refine it, and you are there doing what nobody else would dare to do. Just one person playing 12 characters to tell a story, unlike 12 people playing the same 12 characters to tell a story. That's what monodrama is about. That's what solo performance is about, especially the brand of it, solo acting. I want to be specific, solo acting. Solo performance is the umbrella name for stand-up comedians, spoken word artists, and then, of course, solo actors or monodramatists, as you have now recognized. But under or on top of it all is solo performance. The solo performer is one person doing anything for anybody. It goes beyond theater. It goes beyond music, drama, and dance. A solo performer could be a magic person, or this acrobatic person. It goes beyond music, drama, and dance. So the solo performer is not just a theater person, but the monodramatist is somebody who specializes in drama. You know the storyteller of yore is the person that has been reborn in the solo performer. The storyteller those days could tell you a story, and he could act characters. He could become a dog. He could become a cat. He could become the landlord. He could play the auntie. He could play a witch. He could play that same storyteller. Is the person that has now diversified into what we have as the stand-up comedian, because you have storytellers that are very good with humor.
So where do we behold this experience? When is it happening and where?
No, tomorrow. You can't miss it. It's something everybody needs to come and see. For the first time in Abuja, you'll be seeing Karena's Cross, that tale of a girl who went through the worst tragedy anybody could ever go through at 13. In fact, she lives in a society called Uwema. It's an just story. You know, we always deal with traditional stories.
What's the venue?
Merit House.
Merit House.
Maitama.
Time?
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
So we're looking at Karena's Cross, where that same girl, after going through circumcision at 13, was forced to marry almost her father's mate. But again, she ran away from home. Running away from home, she ran into militants in the forest who caught her and raped her. From there again, the militants saw that he liked her. He forced her and married her. And then, of course, they started saying she was not giving birth to children. She wasn't getting pregnant. They accused her of witchcraft.
So what are the ticket rates for?
What?
The ticket rates.
Oh, it's just 10,000 naira for the regular seats, and then VIP 25,000 naira. And then we have juvenile for children, 7,000 naira. So you can come with your children who can sit on chairs. But the ones that you want to carry on your laps, you don't need to pay for them.
All right. And the dramas are quite child-friendly.
Oh, yes. Of course, Big Way Theatre, all our productions are children-friendly. We have also Molue by Tunji Shotimiri, the best solo play in Africa.
Okay, that's something to look forward to in Abuja this weekend. We've been looking at monodrama. Like I said, we're learning new things every day on the show, and we've been looking at it through the eyes of our guest, Awaritoma Agoma, who has something going for us this weekend in Abuja. Many thanks for your time. I wish you all the best. The show might pop in there.
Thank you.
If I'm doing a few things in the area, might pop in.
Please, we look forward to having you.
All right.
All right, it's time for us to bring you entertainment and lifestyle.